All my viewers and subscribers, welcome again to Portland Spice TV. Thanks for your subscription and thanks for staying with us. And if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, like and share the channel, Portland Spice TV. Now, who is telling us the truth about Jamaica's search for oil? Is there really an oil possibility? Have the testing been done? Watch this video here in the Parliament as questions are being asked about Jamaica's search for oil and gas.
Energy Minister Darrell Vaz is slamming as false the social media reports claiming oil has been discovered off Jamaica's shores.
As Minister, I can categorically state that there's no such thing. It is absolutely fake news.
On Sunday, Minister Vaz revealed he had received several messages on the matter. However, the energy boss is denying the claim, urging the public to disregard them.
It is just simply untrue.
The rumors, which claim the discovery of oil equivalent to 7 billion barrels, have sparked widespread speculation on social media, with some even suggesting a cover-up. However, Minister Vaz has dismissed these allegations, stating that he would be the first to share any such development if and when it occurs.
I, as Minister, would be the first one to be excited to share any such good news if and when that happens. So until such time as you hear from me, while I'm Minister, disregard all information in relation to Jamaica's discovery of oil.
Meanwhile, United Oil plc, the British firm with exploration rights off Jamaica's south coast, has identified promising fields offshore St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. These areas could potentially yield over 1 million barrels of oil per day, with total projections nearing 12 billion barrels. United Oil has until January 2026 to decide whether to proceed or abandon the license, although they've hinted at moving forward before 2028. Ramon Gordon for CPM News.
The work program includes a concentrated drop core / piston core survey, which is now going through the environmental application process at NEPA. And it goes on to say, for this survey, a specialized vessel is scheduled to retrieve samples from the seafloor to test for the presence of oil gas in Q3 2024, which is, more than a quarter ago. Sure. So, which marks a major milestone for the project. So, really, has NEPA granted environmental permit to enable this drop core, piston core survey to be done? So does that permit exist? And secondly, this specialized vessel that you said would mark a major milestone for the project, and was, the reference here is that the testing would have, for presence of oil or gas, would be in Q3 2024. Samples would be, but that, did that happen or not? Or is this a somewhat dated set of answers that are just being given in January?
Thank you, Member. As far from my desk and where I sit, there has been nothing to tell me otherwise that there has been any delay. But I will check that and get back to you in short order, because obviously if there was a delay and a slip, then obviously I would have expected to be notified. I have not been, and therefore it's a very good question. When I read it, I also thought the same. So I'll get that. I'm just waiting on a response from my Permanent Secretary. Thank you.
Questions for the Minister. Firstly, Minister, have any penalties been imposed on the party for the delays in drilling for oil so far? I know the contract did give a specific schedule as to what were the things to be achieved from the time it was signed in 2015 until now. What penalties have been imposed on the contracting parties to date, if any? And what reliance do you have that they will get to a point for drilling by 2026?
Thank you. So, Member, nothing has come to my attention in relation to any penalties that have been.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Member, nothing has come to my attention in relation to any penalties that have been imposed. So I would suspect that they have not been, but I can check that to make sure that is so. The other thing is that there was a request for an extension of the contract after COVID, which has taken it to 2026, January 26, as was indicated. I think it was a 2-year, if my memory serves me correct. They have been giving reports pretty often quarterly. I have not gotten anything in recent. Encapsulates blocks 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 26, and 27, as can be seen from the image below highlighting in yellow. Question 2, who are the parties to that agreement? Response, United Oil and Gas PLC and the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport. Question 3, when does the agreement expire? Response, the PSA expires on January 17, 2026. Question 4, what is the latest update on the performance of the agreement? Response, an aggressive work program was put forward in January 24 that will significantly de-risk identified oil and gas prospects up the south coast of Jamaica. The work program includes a concentrated drop core / piston core survey, which is now going through the environmental application process at NEPA. For this survey, a specialized vessel is scheduled to retrieve samples from the seafloor to test for the presence of oil and gas in Q3 of 2024, which marks a major milestone for the project. United Oil and Gas PLC continues to try to identify partners to share the risk in drilling with new companies looking at Jamaica as a drill or drop decision which is due, as I said before, in January 2026. Question number 5, how much has been expended on this contract? Based on the nature of the PSA, the government of Jamaica does not spend on oil and gas exploration. United Oil and Gas will spend upfront, and in the event of discovery, will recoup its cost. The total spent to date up to between November 2014 and May 2024 under the PSA by United Oil and Gas PLC is 39.3 million United States dollars, equivalent of 6.3 billion Jamaican dollars.